Well, a new pilot project will see crisis workers available 24/7 at downtown stations servicing Line 1. Well, CP24's Andrew Brennan joins us live with more on the announcement and exactly what is their role when a crisis happens.
Well, it's always going to depend on the crisis, Jamie. That's a big thing to remember here. When you look at major crime indicators, which is what police use to be able to determine how dangerous a neighborhood is, it's looking at things from assault, looking at theft, and that could involve threats involved as well. So when you look at that, and I'm looking actually at them right now, the major crime indicators for the TTC is roughly 147 per month. That's what we saw in August, and a little bit higher during the summer months usually, and winter months. It ebbs and flows, fall and spring. And the one thing that we were hearing from even going back to the mayor talking a year ago is trying to put a compassionate approach in line with also ensuring that people are safe taking public transit. So we heard earlier from the chair for the TTC, and also Councillor Chris Moyse, and also from the mayor about why this is their approach now, and also why it needs to be done now.
Just last month, in August 2025, there were 857 calls to Toronto Police and TTC Special Constables regarding concerns for safety, security, and well-being. TCCS is clearly needed in the TTC. Any crisis that can resolve without using police resources will benefit our police as well.
We'll have highly visible crisis workers in uniform on the subway to help riders to deal with or respond to those other riders who may be experiencing a mental health crisis.
So this project, as it's being looked at for the pilot phase, Jamie, will essentially look just at the downtown U of the yellow line, Line 1, over the northern green line from going through Bay Street. And with that in mind, the major areas that are going to see these community liaison officers, these crisis intervention workers through TCCS, largely are going to be deployed from either Young Bloor or from Spadina Station up at the top. If there's, say, something happening down at St. Andrew Station or going to King Street, there could be an instance where there's going to be time to get there. Although we are told during peak hours there will be teams that are going through the entire downtown U. One of the big things to remember here is even going back to 2023 when there was a spate of seemingly random attacks taking place on the TTC, there were calls to put more uniformed officers at the time inside stations. Now, ultimately that was scaled back because of largely cost. It was costing the city $1.7 million in overtime every month to have those officers on location inside TTC stations and on trains. So this is not only a more human approach, as it's been called by Councillor Moyse and Mayor Chow, but also one that would conceivably save the city money as well. And looking at the numbers as well, one thing to just bear in mind for people at home, as much as there is fear in taking public transit, sometimes even going outside, just to bear in mind, 2 out of every million rides or entering of the TTC account is the rate, I should say, for the number of violent incidents. So 2 people out of every million people that enter the TTC turnstiles are ultimately seeing some form of assault or otherwise. So that is something for people to bear in mind. The rate is roughly 1 in 500,000, but still any city would want it to have to be 0 instead. I'll send it back to you.
Thanks for the updates, Andrew.